naturally, then do a little, yeah, that as a step. You don't have to. If you're in this position already, you can just do a push up here. Which means then everything is just on one step. Up to there. Okay? I tend to do a little step here because I tend to do a lot of little steps and keep my feet underneath me. Okay? So from here, we're shoving that arm up in that plane up through your shoulder here. And then when we come back, rather than trying to pivot in round like that, we're pulling that elbow down into that position there. Okay? Because we want to load that leg ideally. So from here, I'm going to make sure I've got his arm here. I'm going to shove him up forwards to here. And then as I step back and down, I'm pulling this arm to here. Okay? And then when I turn, he falls. Here, here, up through the neck, down, around. Happy? Brilliant.
Yeah, that's making the edit.
He had a very good grip on me there.
Hang on, I could turn this into like a two-man throw. It was like straight in one of those movies where you get these two twins that end up like working together to beat the to be me on my Marcus. Yeah, so you'll end up trooping me.
Yeah. As it's about to lift or as it's down.
I think you're going that way and then you're facing towards me. You're going that way, but then you turn to face me. That's better. There we go. See how he's pulled off balance? There we go. And then turn. That's it. That's it. Good. It's well worked out. There. Okay? So right hand here, left hand here. Okay? Needs to come, not just like that. Over here. Over here. And that hand that comes over is coming up to the shoulder and then down to the elbow. Okay? So from here, over here, over here.
Why?
Yeah.
See you in the next because
See you in the next episode.
I was going to say, are you just trying to get on camera, everyone stroking anyone's hair?
Yep.
we've got them dancing.
Yep. Now we got them stroking.
Now we've got them straight. See if you get the rainbow in the background. For your partners.
I think it's different to yeah, it's kind of a thing. Definitely a couple of spots where the crop.
Okay, here. Partner's going to punch you with his hand in the head. Okay? As partner punches you in the head, we're going to bring his hand to here. This hand's then going to come over the top and around the back of the neck. Okay? While we're doing that, he's not going to just stand there, he's going to punch me with the other hand. So the other hand's going to come up here. And then it's going to come over the shoulder. Okay? Because this, we can't just reach out and grab this, he's flying it anywhere. That, I know exactly where it is, it's just there. It's next to his neck, it's always going to be just here. Where regardless of where this is, in whatever orientation, this is always here. Okay? So then slide down his arm and bring his arm into the position where I need it. Then we end up in that position that we were trying to get to. And then we can push up and then we can put down. Okay? Happy? So we do it slow like that, but we're starting off here with your hands on your partner's breasts. And on the shoulders here. Hands on your shoulder from the front. Okay? And he's going to punch with his left hand like that, okay? And in reaction to that, we're going to cover our head here, we're going to put our head forwards and get that elbow up, pointing towards his shoulder here. And from there, we're going to take his hand over the top of his head and drop it into here. As he's punching with the other hand here, we're going to bring that hand up and we're going to locate his shoulder and slide it down to his elbow. It's such a...
I'll punch you. Yeah, it's getting that bit, isn't it? Yeah, it's just wow.
Look lovingly into his eyes. It only hurts the more you resist.
Okay.
He's throwing his punches in, okay? And we don't manage to get that first one in around his neck. Don't worry about it, we're still going to block this one. Okay? It might be, especially, I mean, if you end up in this position where you're in this close, inside his attack, okay? You probably messed up, or he caught you unawares, or you've suddenly realised you haven't got space to move into, in which case your only real option is to come in here and cover up. Otherwise you'd be moving back, you'd be moving out. Okay? So, we're in this position, these punches are coming in. We're going to be good to just try and block and try to stop ourselves getting hit in the head. Okay? And so we'll keep these up as we're doing it and keep this nice, stable stance. Then we go. Okay? We can take a few of those, a few changes in practice. Okay? Each time it comes up, we're bringing this one up to here. This one's still up, but with the focus is on this one and leaning into it, okay? And so when he comes in with the other one, we're leaning into it, taking the impact from that blow, okay? Like that. And then when we're ready and we've blocked it, and you feel comfortable with doing it, then you pop the hand over the top, okay? And if you keep this in here, it limits this arm movement, because you've already got your elbow up against your shoulder joint. Okay, and so when this comes, it then can pop a few of these in if you like. Okay, punch again. And then when we're ready, we catch it. Happy? Right. So I'm trying to get that 5 minutes. And people have got this bit of an idea about how much I'm doing good at you doing that. You can do that.
Yes.
No, see, that's on my knuckle.
I'll leave it to you.
That's it. Really, when you're a grown man.
So which one?
I don't mind.
I think I remember.
There.
No, wait. Yes. What palm just goes like on top of my foot.
Then you're gripping it.
No, just a little switch built up and push. And then even with the 3 little fingers and his thumb, and you ignore the 2 major fingers. And then you just pull the finger over towards the tip.
That's it. And now.
Yes. Now keep the arm straight. Like it's to come around.
Yeah.
As you can.
Grip on strap. Terrible grip.
Back in the
That's fine. Grip there.
And then you just
And then, no.
that's it.